The Tourism Ministry is currently actively engaged in a number of activities to promote the country's tourism in the international market amid rising competition from other ASEAN members.
As part of the tourism campaign, the Tourism Ministry is expanding its promotion abroad and is actively involved in partnership with friendly countries. The ministry, for example, was involved in the bilateral meeting between President Prabowo Subianto and French President Emmanuel Macron during the latter's visit to Indonesia on May 27 to 29. Tourism Minister Widianti Putriwardana said in a recent press conference that the agreement on Joint Vision 2050 and Cultural Declaration achieved during President Macron's visit was not only intended to strengthen cooperation on economy, but also on tourism through three main pillars, namely increasing tourist exchange through strengthening connectivity and tourism promotion, developing human resources in tourism to international standards, and increasing investment in digital transformation in the tourism sector. In addition, the government's tourism program is also designed to strengthen multilateral cooperation and expand tourism promotion in Europe, the United States, and East Asia through international tourism events. On May 27, Deputy Tourism Minister Niluh Puspa took part in the UN Tourism Executive Council 123rd session in Spain. During the meeting, the Deputy Minister held bilateral meetings with senior tourism officials from Spain, Mexico, and Tunisia to explore cooperation in the tourism industry. In the East Asian market, the ministry also represented Indonesia at the World Expo Osaka 2025 in Japan on May 26 to 31, 2025. The ministry also held a business and investment forum themed Health and Wellness Tourism in Osaka on June 3, 2025. Tourism Minister Widianti also signed Memorandum of Understanding with the Minister of Agriculture and Tourism and China during the visit of China's Prime Minister Li Qiang during his visit to Indonesia on May 24 to 26 this year. The number of foreign tourist arrivals in Indonesia continued to increase in recent years, although the number of the foreign visitors in the country is still behind Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam. In 2024, foreign tourist arrivals in Indonesia rose by 19% to 14 million, but the number is still far from below 35.5 million recorded in Thailand, 25 million in Malaysia, 17.6 million in Vietnam, and 16.5 million in Singapore. According to the latest tourism data published by Statistics Indonesia, or BPS, the monthly foreign tourist arrivals in Indonesia in May rose 14% year-on-year to 1.31 million, while during the January to May period, the number rose by 7.5% to 5.63 million year-on-year. In May 2025, Malaysia contributed to the most in Indonesia's foreign tourist arrivals with 18%, followed by Australia with 11.30%, Singapore with 9.7%, and China with 8.8%. Although uncertainties still impact the global economy, the tourism minister remains optimistic that foreign tourist arrivals this year will reach the government's target of 16.5 million. However, being optimistic alone is certainly not enough if it's not followed by hard works, especially in promoting the country's 5 top tourist destinations such as Lake Toba, Borobudur Temple, Mandalika, Labuan Bajo, and Likupang more effectively.
It's time for our weekly dialogue now. The Tourism Ministry is intensifying the promotion of the country's tourism abroad as competition to attract foreign tourists from other ASEAN members is growing. Our guest on our episode this time is Bapak Alexander Nayoan, Executive of the Association of Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant, or PHRI, and we will together review the government's agenda in promoting the country's tourism abroad. Hello, Pak Alex, how are you?
Hello, good morning. How are you, Luisa? Fine, thank you.
I'm great, Pa Alex. Now, Pa Alex, according to the latest data that has been issued by the statistics agency BPS, the number of foreign tourist arrivals have increased by 7.5% to 5.63 million year on year during the January until May period. In your opinion, Pa Alex, do you think such an increase is high enough for Indonesia?
Yes, thank you for the question. Very good question, Luisa. For me, if the target is 14 million visitors from abroad, it is sufficient enough. But if we compare to the 2019 figures that we achieved, which is 16.1 million, then we have to do much more to get this, because average until now is 1,310,000 visitors per month. So to achieve 16 it could be challenging.
Okay, Pa Alex, now the tourism ministry has been intensifying all this tourism promotion, either through, like a direct campaign or cooperation with friendly countries. Do you think the promotion programs carried out by our ministry so far has been effective enough?
I would say it should be more extensive and effective, if I may say. Can I tell you what the government should actually do more?
In what ways, Pa, that the government can do our promotion more effectively? We've been seeing a lot of Indonesia's promotion on social media, in particular on Instagram. But are we doing our maximum enough in this promotion through social media? Or perhaps do we need to intensify it more in terms of promoting directly in other countries, or perhaps doing advertisement in the medias overseas?
Thank you, Luisa. Yes, we have done quite substantially, but in the social media, we have to be more targeted. Which country is actually bringing or increasing the arrivals, Like I forgot to mention that 18 million or 20, the tourists from Malaysia and Singapore, many of them are actually cross-border, between, so people who are actually working or which has to move on a daily basis, And the result of Singapore, which is 17.1 million, or Malaysia, 25 million visitors to their country, it also includes cross-borders. Now, what we have to aim is the non-cross borders. So for this, I really suggest that the embassies of Indonesia all over the world should be doing more extensive promotion to the wholesaler, travel agent, corporate companies, and into the local social media in those countries. Because right now, I think that is not done properly. Then have a lot of Australians are coming to Indonesia because they learn Bahasa Indonesia at their school, at their high school, and this really make them attracted to come to Indonesia. So if embassies of Indonesia are also doing the same thing, that will be another plus point. Restaurants overseas, they have to be supported by the government or the embassies with promotions and everything that will help. And souvenirs of Indonesia to be available overseas, And the most important thing is bring in a lot of MICE business, incentive, conference, exhibition, sport events, entertainment events into Indonesia, because this is the one which brings crowd. So Indonesia has to be in the associations which are bringing these conferences and exhibitions and overall, and reorganize the Indonesian Tourism Board, especially for the MICE that I mentioned, and And most important is increase the promotion budget within the government, yeah, to be at par, at least with Malaysia, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Then TV programs. I mean, Malaysia has so many TV programs in various international TVs, you know, from cooking um, and traveling and everything, island hopping, you know, to promote Indonesia. I can tell you a lot more, but I think that is what I share with you at the moment, Luisa. Thank you.
right. Thank you, Pa Alex. You've pointed out a lot of good points right there, a lot of things that needs to be fixed and specified when it comes to targeting our promotion to make it more effective. Now, Pa Alex, foreign tourists in general still mostly visit either like Bali or Borobudur in Central Java. Do you think that the fact that we have very limited flights to other destination areas is the reason why there is a low number of tourist arrivals to other destinations in Indonesia, although we have so much more to offer?
Yes, you are very right. Moment. How to fix this? Sorry about the problem. Yes, we need more destination within Indonesia and to reopen the international destination airports, because at one point Indonesia has closed down all the international destination airports in Indonesia. I heard that some are reopened, but not sufficient. Yeah. So on top of that, all the other destinations need to create more interest, more activities, more tourist activities within their destination, within their provinces. And they should actually work together with the government, the central government, yeah, and create like motorbike tours, you know, cross countries, river crossing, hiking, you know, temple visit, mosque visits, you know, and to have better guides. Maybe they can actually create digital guides, you know, to increase the interest of those places. And most important, another thing is the visa, to make it easier for people to enter Indonesia. And calendar of event is another thing that they could actually create far in advance. And the other thing is the cost to travel into Indonesia. Flights are very expensive to come to Indonesia, which is because of the gasoline price and the airport fee, you know, when aircraft are coming or using the facilities. On top of that, then infrastructure for buses, for travel agents who carry people is also very important, so that it facilitates the tourists to come to Indonesia and travel from one place to the other. I think that's about it, Lisa. Thank you.
Well, Pa Alex, we have been hearing more of like Lake Toba, Mandalika, Labuan Bajo, and Likupang in recent years, and it's gaining more and more popularity outside of Indonesia. And as you mentioned just now, sporting events is actually one of the most efficient tools to attract visitors to come to Indonesia. You know, recently we also have, you know, marathon events that is happening all over the world, which could also be effective way to get people to come over to Indonesia. Do you have any other ideas or suggestions what the tourism ministry can do to take advantage of such sporting trends that is happening in the past years?
Yes, I mean, entertainment should be one. I mean, if they can invite various well-known bands, you know, without linking it to political problems, you know, See, Indonesia is a maritime country, and we haven't done much of it. What makes me sad is many cruisers. They start from Singapore or Malaysia, go to Indonesia, and then finish again in Singapore and Malaysia. Only a few has only started for the last maybe 2 years, but previously nothing happened. The other thing is Indonesia should actually do all these sail boat competitions, and they have to create and improve the infrastructure of all the maritime activities in Indonesia, because people, especially from Europe and Australia, America, are usually coming to places which has water, which has ocean, which has the sea. Some does go to mountains, but they usually combine with ocean. So all these ocean or beach activities, beach destination has to be improved, infrastructure and anything. And again, they have to do a proper yearly calendar of events. Like Singapore, every day there is something. But in Indonesia, we need to improve this. So let's say if it's a sporting event, every month there should be a sporting event in Indonesia, huge sporting events, not only in certain cities, but all over Indonesia. And then entertainment as well, when you bring in international singers and everything, that should be on a monthly basis, if possible bi-weekly basis, so people who wants to see, they have always activities. And you have to include other things into this event, create the event program and more money on promotion. I will ensure you, Luisa, every day you have to do this program because it's so interesting. Thank you.
Well, great insights right there, Pak Alexander Nayoan, Executive of Republik Indonesia Hotel and Restaurant Association. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas and also your knowledge share on economic outlook. See you again next time on our next dialogue. Thank you, Pak. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.